Hi everyone. Recently someone passed their PMP using the PMP Fast Track, and they distilled it and they brought it down to 6 things and outlined 6 things that you should never do when you're answering PMP questions, and it helped them get to the correct answer much more quickly. We're going to go through those 6 things now that you should not do when you're answering PMP questions to help you pass your PMP exam. I'm David McLaughlin, and over the last year I've taught more than 30,000 students over the many countries around the world and many hundreds of thousands more through my YouTube channel to help them get the skills that they need to pass the PMP. There's a lot of great feedback and a lot of people enjoying that and really helping them prepare and get what they need to pass the PMP. But what were these 6 things that you should never do? Well, recently Novo Vermicelli mentioned that he bought my course and went through the PMP Fast Track, which is in section 8 of my course. Absolutely fantastic, and you've got the download in the course as well. But then what he said is that the number one thing that helped him to remember with the mindset of the PMP was remembering these 6 things during the exam. And he found that if you follow that, it gets you down to 2 options very fast, and then you can select from there much more easily. So what are these 6 things that you should never do when you're answering PMP questions? Let's have a look. And it's so easy to remember. It's actually really wonderful. In fact, we'll just put them all onto the screen so you can see them. And then there's one change that I would make just based on the PMP Fast Track. So let's check it out. When you're in these scenario-based questions, remember, so something is going wrong in your project and you have to solve it using your project management skills and your people skills and your PM process skills. And so what Novo Vermicelli has said is don't hire. Try not to hire people. Try not to spend money if you can. Remember, we want to problem solve and get to the root cause of the problem instead. Don't fire if we can help it. Remember, we want to train our people and upskill and coach and grow our team if we can help it instead. Don't ask for money. Remember, we want to try and keep our project on track. And so that means keeping our budget on track and keeping our schedule on track. So ideally, we're not asking for extra money. Again, we're problem solving the situation to try and bring it on track, maybe using fast tracking or maybe allocating resources differently or those sorts of things. Don't ask for help. Now, this could be something more like escalating. So try not to escalate because we want to do our job of managing the project. Again, problem solve, go to the root cause, work with the people directly involved with the issue that's happening in the scenario-based question. That's how I would summarize that one. The next one is don't do nothing. So don't just sit on our hands and do nothing. We actually want to take some form of action to solve the problem and to problem solve within that question. That is a key. And the last one is don't make someone else do your job. Now, it's really important to understand the roles and responsibilities. For example, if we're working with a vendor, we need to make sure that they do their job, but we're not going to do their job for them, and we're not going to ask them to do our job for us. So don't make someone else do your job. Again, go to the root cause, problem solve, work with the team, and work through conflict as best you can. The only change I might make is instead of asking for help, because sometimes we do need to escalate or ask for help with our team, we need to work with our team and get the answers from our team. So that could be misinterpreted. I get what Novo Vermicelli was trying to say there, and so I think that's really good. But what I might add is definitely go to the team and ask for their expertise. They have the expert judgment on their work, for example. Make sure you go to the right areas. And then instead of that, I might say, try not to delay your project. Again, instead of delaying items, unless there's slack or float within our schedule that we can delay an item if we absolutely need to. But instead of delaying, again, I would problem solve the root cause of the problem and try and solve it and work with the team to solve that instead. So there they are there, a wonderful summary, 6 things that you shouldn't do, and that's just from the PMP Fast Track, sort of even distilled even further. The PMP Fast Track is fast, and now it's gotten even faster, so that's actually pretty good. I think that was a wonderful job. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and of course, do check out the PMP Fast Track to help you pass your PMP exam. It's a wonderful way to do it, and I'll see you in the next video.